All right, I think we're live now. We're having a little bit of technical difficulties, but I think we got that worked out. So, welcome to a leg day. Here's some product placement for you. The stack I'm using today, we got creatine like always. I'm using the Hardcore Stem pre-workout. That's 1 scoop, and I add a scoop of beta-alanine in there because I was using 2 scoops of this because I like the beta-alanine, but I was like, I don't want the extra caffeine, so I just put in the extra beta-alanine, and there you go. It works just fine. Let me know if you can hear everything fine. Check here. Sweet, yeah, it's working. But if you guys have questions, post them down in the chat and between sets. I'll answer questions. I've got linked in the description, or linked, just list in the description, my workout for today. Just 4 exercises, and I'm gonna try to beat those numbers. That's my goal. So the numbers there are from my last workout. And go ahead and do my first warm-up set, and we'll talk about other stuff. I got my supplements linked down there as well. If you want to support the channel, there's a discount code. Man, it's still really bright. I need to get my, whatever that junk's called. But we're gonna be doing leg press. So let's start with some leg press. I'm using the RipFit Gazelle Pro. Been using this thing for a long time. Do a couple warm-up sets and we'll get into the real thing. So starting off with 200 pounds for 20 reps for the warm-up. What, honey? Oh, okay. Hey. Yeah. The wheel on here. I think I said 20 reps, but I meant to say 15. I like to warm up, even with stuff like leg presses, machines, whatnot, because my hips are stiff when I first start. And with each set, with heavier weight too, like I loosen up some, and then it's gonna push down even more. And by the time I get to my last set, or my first working set, I'll be going pretty much as deep as I can. And everything will feel warmed up and loose. So it's important to warm up so you don't get hurt. But again, if you have any questions, post them down in the chat. You can answer whatever you want to know about training, diet, whatever, life. If you have questions for me in general. Otherwise, I'm just gonna ramble about what I'm doing and whatever comes to mind. Dark. See, it's really dark out. You wanna come say hi? Come here, right here. Come here. Come here. Give me a hug. What are you getting? Oh, her chalk? I thought you said truck. I don't know. So that first set was 200 for 15. Second warm-up set, 270 for 10. And then we're gonna get into the working sets. What I've been doing, actually I'll do this next warm-up, then I'll tell you what I've been doing and why. Something I like about this is you can change the angle of the foot plate, so I angle it forward just slightly so I can get back further with my heels still being on it, versus if I'm not too flexible in my ankles. If it's normally at a 90-degree angle, my heel will start coming off with the tip forward. I can keep going with my heel still on it. I don't know what she's crying about. So now 270. Kind of loud. All right, so that second warm-up set, after that now it's going to be working sets. So we're going to go up to 350. Make sure I count this right. Let's do the math on my phone to make sure. Let's see. I have 55s, 45s, 35s, 25s, and 15s. Times 2, 350. Sweet. So I have what am I thinking? The program I'm working right now is I'm just staying on the same weight for 8 sessions, and my goal is to push a little more each time. Try to get another rep each time, which I don't expect to be able to do it every time, especially with bench pressing or rowing. It's a little bit easier to push with this because I can always just latch if I can't get it up. I'm just shooting for 1 more rep each time. And once I hit the end of that 8 sessions, I'm gonna bump up the weight to what I think I can only get for 10. Then basically start the process over and do it like that. I'm doing it all with just my normal pre-workout and creatine right now. After I finish, I'm about halfway through this first round, and then I'm gonna try out the, what's that stuff called? Turk Builder. I'm gonna finally decide to give it a try, so this is how I'm gauging my progress. I'm gonna bump it up to what I think I could do for 10 reps again. And I'm gonna compare the progression over the next 8 sessions and see if I was able to gain more reps quicker or what. So we'll see how that goes. All right, so 350, I got 12 last time. So we'll see how this goes. Oh, I can already feel my legs. If you're in the chat, let me know, what are you working out today? Have you already worked out? Are you about to work out? What are you hitting? It's always cool to know what other people are doing. See, normally that would be 90 degrees. I have it tilted up so I get a little bit more easy flexion of the legs. Still working? All right. Okay. I psych myself out. Just one rep at a time. One at a time. And it's hard when you're doing 10 plus reps, trying to go close to failure with stuff, because you want to start just going through the reps quickly to try to get there, but try to control it still. See how this goes. Okay, I got it. One more. Let's see. That's 13. I'll see how the next set goes, because last time I got 12, then I could only do 10. So let's see if I can get an extra rep on this one too. What's up, Steven? Used Turk Builder for a month. So was it, I'm assuming, since you said Turk Builder, that's Greg Doucette's product. Let me know if that's what you're using. I know the new version's called Turk Max. It was called Turk Builder. I don't know if you just changed the name because you want to use everything Max, Turk Max, GO2 Max, GLP Max. I guess the idea of maxing everything out maybe. Okay, yeah. Well, good to hear that someone's used it and noticed the difference. So yeah, we'll see how it works. That's why I want to do this over like a, month-long period, doing 8 sessions and see how it works. And I also want to compare, like, once, I'll probably use it for 2 months, like 2 full rounds of that 8 sessions, and then come off of it and see if my strength goes down or if it stays the same. So I've been doing leg presses. I haven't squatted or deadlifted, well, around 2 months now. Just because, man, I've hurt my lower back twice in the last year with powerlifting. I think just a lot of volume of squats and deadlifts multiple times a week. And back in the beginning of December, I saw the video of when I did my last deadlifts. It was just like 315, I think. I was testing out these bumper plates that RipFit sent me, which they're good plates, but my back, it didn't hurt. I didn't hurt anything in the session, but I could just feel it getting tighter and a little painful. So I just did the one set of 315 for like 5. And the next morning, man, it hurt so bad. And for like 2 weeks, my back was really stiff every morning. It would just hurt to stand up straight. And I was like, I can't keep doing this. Even doing hack squats with this the other way was hurting my back. So I switched over the last, once I started getting better, I was just going to my gym down the street doing chest supported, everything I could for back, and doing like leg extensions, leg curls, and leg presses. My back's gotten better. I think I'm just gonna stick with this for a while now because I'm tired of getting hurt because of trying to lift real heavy on squats and deadlifts. And I came to the realization too, you know, like I used to think I have to do squats, I have to do deadlifts. Those are like the staples of my leg and back workout, but every exercise is just a different way of putting tension on the muscles. So I actually feel my quads a lot when doing this. I can get really deep and controlled. I don't really care about the weight because I'm not comparing my leg press numbers to anyone else like you would with a squat or a deadlift. So I'm like, just keep pushing, try to do a little more. We'll see how it goes. But let's do another set here. See if I can get 11, maybe 12. With 350 again. Hey Steven, if you're still here, were those PRs like 1 rep PRs or higher reps, like you know, like sets of 5 or sets of 10? Just need to retighten these bolts. A little loose. Here we go. Come on. Wow. Ow. It's like that first set just zaps on my strength. Wow. Oh man. Still got the 1 extra rep. I feel it. That's one thing I like about doing these is like I feel it. When I squat, I feel it in my quads, so I feel it all the way up into my hip joint on this from getting so deep. Oh man. And the way I've been working out lately is I just pick 4 exercises for each of my lifting days. So here I got leg press, calf raises, leg curls, and leg extensions. And sometime I'll throw in 1 set of like stiff-legged deadlifts at the end, a higher rep set. Because I just do 1 to 2 of those and it really kills my hamstrings. But with my back hurting before, I don't want to do too much, so just sprinkling a little bit in every so often. The trash. So yeah, I do 5 working sets of this, and then another 2 hard sets of leg extensions and leg curls. So that gives me 7 total sets of volume. And that's enough for my legs to feel sore the next day, recover by the next session. Just keep pushing a little harder each time, because ideally you want between like 10 and 20 hard sets a week. So this gives me 14 or 15. And it's been working pretty good. So don't be afraid to change things up. I used to be like, I have to work out, I have to hit this many sets, I have to do these exercises, but now I'm like, you know. I'm also not growing near as much as I was anymore. I'm more of a maintain where I am now, with maybe some slow building over years, like a couple pounds of muscle maybe in a year, which you can't really track in your weight over a period of 6 months, because like I've been tracking my weights too in my tracker that I'm doing for this test, and I'm anywhere from like 182 to almost 185 in the morning, depending on what I ate the day before, depending on if you go to the bathroom, all kinds of stuff. So tracking a couple pounds over a year, it's hard to tell. That's why pictures are good too, you know, tracking stuff on the scale, taking pictures, because if I'm roughly the same weight in 6 months from now, but I look slightly leaner, well then I probably put on some muscle, because if I stay the same weight but look leaner, you have to lose some fat, but then you lose weight, but then you have to gain muscle to have that body composition change. So I did my 2 sets of 350. Now I dropped the weight down to 320 and keep doing as many as I can. Last time I got 12. So I'm gonna shoot for at least that. If I can, we'll keep going. But it starts getting heavy quick after those first couple sets. Oh, just standing up, I can feel it. Oh, my veins sticking out right here on my quad. All right, just got to get my mind straight before each set. Lock in, make it happen. Five. 10. Oh man. When I'm doing these two, I'm trying not to give myself more than like a 1 breath pause towards the end, because I don't want to stop at the top and take like a 10-second break so I can keep getting more reps, because that makes it harder to track. So I'll push it up. I take 1 big breath and then go again. So hit 12 again. Oh man. Next set's a drop set. I usually do a drop set at the end, but I've been doing a drop set on my second to last and then dropping the weight 1 more time. So I'll do 320, then drop it to 250 and keep going. And then go down to 300 for my last set. Move these over. There we go. This is how I work out. In the gym, in the garage, just doing my own thing. Doesn't take a whole lot. I mean, you gotta push yourself hard if you wanna make progress, but pushing yourself and doing it consistently and tracking what you're doing, because a lot of folks just go into the gym and like, oh, they may follow the same routine but don't really track the weights or reps and just kind of do the same thing over and over again. If you want to make progress, tracking stuff helps. Track weights, like the weights I'm lifting, reps, track my weight, track the amount of protein I'm eating, and calories depending on how I'm trying to cut any weight. How much does a sled weigh? I think when I looked it up, it was around 60. I don't think it says up here. No, it just says the max load. I'm pretty sure it's 60 pounds. I can actually just look it up real quick here on their website. I used to track the total weight because it just made me feel cooler. Be like, oh, I'm like pressing 400 pounds instead of 3 something, but I'm really the only one who cares. And it's a lot easier to track the weights I'm putting on instead of having to put the weights on and then subtract what the sled is. Let's see. The Gazelle Pro from BritFit. I also have that linked in the description if y'all want to check it out. This thing is, I've really been liking it. Okay, dimensions. We have load capacity, unloaded for 62.61 pounds. You'd think they could have added a weight and just made it 65 or something, but 62.5 pounds. So that would make the total weight I'm doing, what, 415 or 416.61, if that's how you want to look at it. The sled is 62.6 pounds. Work out alone, so don't ever check one rep max. Yeah, that's probably smart. Only time I ever did was when I was training for powerlifting and I had my safeties on all the time. But also, I would do sets of one, but probably like 10 to 15 pounds below what I thought my actual 1 rep max was, because I didn't want to injure something, but I still want to get used to the heavier weights as I got closer to the competition. PR and bench went from 180 for 6 to 180 for 10, 200 and got 3. Nice, dude. I remember the first time I hit 200 when my wife and I were engaged when I was 19, she was 20. My dad's always worked out since I was a kid. He could still outlift me up until about like 10 years ago after he turned 50. And, but I remember he said, after we got engaged, we had a year-long engagement almost. And he said, if you can bench press 245 by the month you get married, and I had to do it in the month I got married, so I couldn't just hit it before that and then quit exercising. He's like, you have to bench 245. I'll pay for your honeymoon, which is just a place down at the beach we were going to. I was like, okay. So I worked out 3 times a week for a year. And I remember the day I hit 200 for the first time for 1 rep. It was really exciting. And I got the 245. You know, it's like almost bouncing off my chest, but you know, he started me with a good foundation, and I've just been slowly learning over time. It took a while to get consistent. It wasn't until the last 5 years that I really started making good progress. Hey Zabe, I see your comment. I'm gonna get my next set, and then I will get back and answer more stuff. So 320 for the second set, it's a drop set. I did 320 for 10, then dropped the 70 pounds down to 250 for 9. So shooting for 10 and 9 on this. Hopefully I can get it. Okay. You can do this. You can do this. Come on. At least 10, baby. Let's do this. Come on. Ten. 11. Oh, man. Here we go. Come on. Ow. Oh my goodness, that just burns. Like the first set is hard before I drop it because it's heavy, but then it just starts burning for the rest of them because I'm already tired. Wow. Be right there and get to your question. Oh man. Oh, my legs. My quads. Oh. Oh. Write that down before I forget. I think that was 11 and 9. So one extra rep on the first half. One more set of these. If you're ever doing a bodybuilding show, you don't want to pump up the quads, which is nice. You know, you pump up your upper body, everything gets swollen. If you pump up your quads, it makes the separation go away because they get swollen. All right, let's see. This is a struggle with squats, long femurs, dodgy lower back. Yeah, man, that's what I was getting at earlier, probably before you got on. Like, I haven't squatted. I used to think like I had to do it religiously for like 5 years. It's always squatting. It's like, I have to do this. But my quads get killed doing this. And it doesn't tax my lower back anywhere near as much. I can just keep on going as long as my quads can handle it. And then I do leg extensions and leg curls. It takes the stress off my lower back. I've got a little bit of a crooked spine in the left side of my lower back. It's thrown out easy. And when I'm throwing 300 pounds up and down on the squat, it's just a lot of stress that I don't necessarily need. So this machine has been a game changer for me. And the hack squat is good too. When I hurt my back, it still hurt even to do a hack squat. So I just haven't done it yet. I'm gonna get back to it after I finish this experiment with trying out the Turk builder once I start taking it. after I do this control of the first 8 sessions. But harder than last time, you know, now since I mentioned that, it's my subs. If you guys want to look, link in the description. But yeah, like, you don't have to do squats. Just look at every exercise as a different way to put tension on the muscles. And if squats is hurting your lower back more than it's hurting your quads, then it's not ideal for you. You know, pick something else that works, whether it's a hack squat, whether it's a leg press. I don't like the leg presses that you have to get all into and start with the first rep, push yourself. I like the stuff like this where you lay down and unrack it and come down, because that hurts my back too, because I want to get a really deep range of motion, but to try to squeeze yourself into a machine and then push from a static position is painful. Like everything else, a bench press, you start from up here. A row, you start from the bottom. So that's just my 2 cents. Hey, Newport, can you get full range of motion on the hack squat? Not, it's really close, like it would be fine. My last one I had, it wasn't anywhere near full range of motion, and I built like a 5-inch platform that I just put on top of this. I would probably be fine just doing the hack squat on this personally, but I do like getting a little bit deeper, or just like going down until I get to what feels like a natural bottom for me versus hitting something at being kind of jarring at the bottom. So I'm probably gonna build, I gave my other leg press machine away to one of my buddies and the rack that I made specifically for that, but I'll probably make another like 3-inch platform that I can just hook on over top of this and do the same thing once I get back into hack squats. But man, for leg press especially, this thing is legit. You can do full machine workout in the same time on hack squat. You can. Nice, yeah. You can do better range than for. Yeah, I started like when like Newport said there at the bottom, most people at the gym are loading up to 6 plates and doing partial reps. Like I was doing, I remember I have a video, you could probably scroll back like a year and a half of me in my local gym leg pressing like 700 pounds. I think it was Thanksgiving a couple of years ago or something like that. And I was going maybe halfway down. Because like, oh, I want to get up to like a 1,000-pound leg press or something like that. And it was harder on my nervous system than anything else, because all the pressure like in my head and everything. And I wasn't getting that great of a quad workout. And I watched that dude Eric Janicki. I mean, I think he's a little crazy. How some of the variations he does, like it seems a little unnecessary, but just seeing, he did a leg workout with Greg Doucette and they were doing leg presses, and he would go all the way down and just stop and hold it for like 5 seconds and go back up. And those will really kill you. And my dad and I started doing that, and I was doing like 2 plates a side and couldn't do more than that. On the normal leg press machines, they're like 120 pounds for the sled. This is half that weight. But then I was like, you know, I'm just gonna, it's kind of hard, unless you got a clock there. Like I thought about getting a digital clock here so I can watch and see the time ticking and actually time at the bottom before I push up. But without that, it's kind of hard to judge. So I just try to go as deep as I can and back up and make it consistent. So when I'm judging my progress, I know, okay, I got an extra rep, but I wasn't just speeding through them. I was controlling it down all the way and then pushing back up. And I think a lot of times, especially me, you can get a little too crazy with trying to track everything perfectly and optimize everything. And I was getting into that, and I was like, you know, just work out. Like, be controlled, work hard, and you're gonna get pretty good results. I wouldn't really worry about the rest. Yeah, I didn't watch their video of them working out. I listened to the podcast yesterday. I still got to watch the actual video of them lifting. Do my last set here, and we'll move on to the rest. I appreciate all the questions, guys. It makes this a lot more fun to talk to people and help out where I can. I have not tried any peptides. No, I haven't really looked into it. Like, one reason I didn't want to try out the Turk before is because since it was on a watch list with me doing powerlifting and bodybuilding shows, I'm competing in drug tested stuff, and I wouldn't be able to keep doing that if it got banned, but since I keep hurting myself, I'm like, I don't really care anymore. So I'm willing to try it out. But with peptides, I'll get to that in a sec. Okay, I think I did 13 with this last time, so I'm gonna just try to hit that number again because my legs are feeling pretty toast. If something with going really deep, you don't want to go really much deeper. Like if your heels start coming off, you don't want to keep doing that because your butt's going to roll off the pad and it's going to put pressure on your lower back. Ten. 11. Oh my goodness. Oh, that was rough. So with peptides, I'm not against that. Like, obviously if you're competing in any type of drug tested stuff, it's a banned substance, so don't take stuff that's illegal and cheating. But I mean, stuff that's meant to help you heal, especially with back pain I've had, man, that would be very helpful. But at the same time, like I was saying with the squats, if they're causing more back trouble than actually working your quads, I don't want to just, well, I can take peptides and heal my back quicker and then keep doing it. Just because of my anatomy, it stresses my lower back more than other people that can handle it. And I've got some degeneration of my lower back already anyway, so it's like, why not fix the source of the problem first? Like, quit doing heavy squats. Pick something else that's gonna work your quads. Try to take my ego out of like the whole, oh, I have to squat, you know? So I try to fix the problem first, just like with people that's like, oh, I have to take all these, you know, blood pressure medications and all this type of stuff, but aren't willing to lose weight. It's like, why not lose weight that's probably causing blood pressure issues? Try to fix the source of the problem before going to drugs. And my back's fine now. Like, I get up and do everything normal. But I'm actually gonna do some more research into peptides and make some videos about them. Just my opinions and whatnot. But not something that I'm looking into anytime soon. So what I do here is I have 6 sets of leg extension, or not leg extension, of what are they called? Calf raises. The first 2 are kind of warm-ups and 4 working sets. And I go back and forth. So I'm gonna do 3 sets of leg curls and 3 sets of leg extensions. So I start going back and forth with calf raises and leg curls. And after I do the first 3 of leg curls, and I just keep doing calf raises and leg extensions. So this is basically like a big superset back and forth for 6 sets. But the first 3 are with leg curls, second 3 are with leg extensions. So I'm gonna go ahead and get to work. Because even though I'm tired, it's my quads that are tired, not my calves. Oh man, my quads are dead. And that's why I do the leg curls first. Because I used to go do leg extensions and leg curls back to back, but my quads are already tired from doing this. So when you do leg or calf raises, just like anything else, I always see people do this and just start bouncing it really quick. But it's like everything else. You want to get a really good stretch controlled and push up. Then control it back down and push up. They're just not as fun to do, so people speed through them, but you want to get the most out of everything you're doing. So I do 20 on this first set with 200 pounds. See, all the way down, push up. You hear that little squeak? That's one thing about this with the roller wheels. I like them better than the bearings that were on the old one, but if you push one side more than another, it'll give a little pretty loud squeak like that. Although they did send me a whole new set of wheels to replace that's supposed to fix that. I just haven't taken the time to do it because I don't really care. But if that's something that you care about, then keep that in mind. Move over to here. You see that box over there? That's my, excuse me. I just got a rower in from a company called, I think it's Aviron, I'm not sure. I'll have to ask them how to pronounce it correctly. But I got to put that together later today. I'm going to start using it for some cardio. Oh, I need a 10 pounder over here. The first set's kind of like a warm-up because I'm doing 20 reps, but it's still tough. So it's still a working set, just a lighter one with higher reps. But this is also from RipFit. Man, this machine is really nice. Compared to the bench I was using for leg curls and leg extensions, this thing is really smooth, really comfortable. They make some good leg products. Five. Ten. 15. 20. Oh, yeah, it starts to burn at the end. But it's pretty amazing how much you can change your body in just a couple years. Like, I started lifting hard in 2020, and in 2 years, it's a big difference. And then the last 3, I've just been slowly making more progress. Maybe like the same amount that I made in the first year. So it's like first year is big difference. Second year, still pretty noticeable. And then the next were like the next 3 years were like the first 1 year combined. That's 60. Man, my quads are still sore. I'm pumped from those sets. All right, now 270 on the calf raises. I really like these RipFit plates as well. They sent me. I like the style of them, how they got the little colored flecks. But the weights as well, like those Rogue bumper. Whoa. big recycled rubber road plates that I have were good. They were pretty cheap, but they're anywhere from half a pound to one of these is a pound and a half off. And all these were within like 0.1, 0.2 pounds. And they were way cheaper than even the cheapest road plate. So I used to always want to get the most high quality name brand stuff I could find, but these things are better quality than those. And they look cooler. And then when it comes down to it, the weights are just designed to be heavy and make tension. And they're more accurate, so that is an even better deal. All right, we got 270, 15, maybe more. 5, 10, 'Come on. Oh, man. A lot of people are into electrolytes. Like, I was joking before, like, man, everyone's like, I need electrolytes. I'm always hearing people constantly talking about electrolytes. And I'm like, okay, whatever. But when I do leg days, I do drink an electrolyte drink now later in the day. Cause like 3 weeks ago, I trained calves pretty hard. I mean, the same as I always do, but I just really felt it. And I went to bed that night. I was just laying there on my side. I just moved my leg a little bit, and all of a sudden my right calf just knotted up so hard. And it was so painful. I was like, ah! And my wife was like, what is going on? I was like, my calf. She's like, you gotta stand up. I was like, I can't move my leg. Can you get the covers off me? And she's probably thinking, what a baby. Because when she was pregnant, she would wake up with both her calves knotted up like that. But I got up and I was like, ah, she was like punching it and trying to loosen up, and I stood up. I was like, oh my goodness, that hurts so bad. So I try to make sure I have enough sodium for sure on my leg days. Was your other leg press the RitFit? Yeah, they're both RitFit. This is their newer version. Let me get this set of leg curls and I'll tell you the differences. I have videos on both of them too, but I can give you a quick rundown of that stuff. But yeah, and this is RitFit as well, right here. I've seen other companies that have the seated leg curl, which is nice too, because I like seated leg curls, but this has fewer moving parts and makes it easy. So that's 90 plus 60. Got 155. Shooting for up to 15. We'll see how it goes. Ten. Nope. 14. Ooh. Yeah, I felt that. All right. I'll give you a quick rundown of some of the stuff with this machine. Let's see, I got 14. All right, that's good. So, with this, the back pad is wider and thicker. The foot pad is a lot wider. This is about a foot longer too, so it comes, my other one was about even with that. So it takes up more space. But this foot plate's wider, so if you like a wider stance, that's helpful. This moves to 4 different positions here and here, which I put it as far back as I can for the leg press, but for the hack squat, you can move it forward, change the angles more. The rails are the big thing. The way they work, you can get way deeper on that range of motion versus, you know, what I was able to do before. I had to put on a pad this big, my girls' gymnastics mat I would stick on here so I could get a full range of motion on the leg press, and then I built a platform to put on top of it so I can get deeper on the leg press, or the hack squat. This is also wider up here. And there's more leg positions, like Zabe was saying earlier, how I was getting really deep with the hack or the leg press. My other one would be level like this, and my heels would start to come off. And I try not to go past where my heels start coming off, because then your back rounds and you start pushing with your toes and putting pressure on your lower back. But I click this up a few, so now my foot can lean forward some, so whereas my heel would come off, now the whole thing's already like this more, so my heel stays on longer, so I can get deeper. The other big thing are these pads here. For the hack squat, you go up against this, but you can also, I'm not into the like backwards hack squat thing, but you can go against this and do it. But also, days that I do hack squats, I'll do calf extensions this way with my feet down here, and you can put your shoulders against this part that sticks out, which is nice because on my other one, I'd have to put my shoulders here, my face was right into the pad, because this thing folds back and you move the pad up here, and it was annoying, it was uncomfortable. But this, a lot more freedom. And the other thing I really like about this, you have 2 places to put weights. So the ones I always keep on, I put down here, and then I usually add more up at this top part. But the plate storage is sideways here. A lot easier to take off, because the other one, it's just 2 posts on the ground. So you have a bunch of 45s trying to lift them straight off the ground. It's a little bit of a pain. So it's just designed a lot better. It's bigger, but it also is way more functional. All right, now we're doing 320 for the calf raises. So I got this, one more set of leg curls, and then continue with the leg extensions until we finish. I actually need to try to lower back, feels a little wonky. See if I can pop it here. It's my self chiropractic adjustment. Oh, there it goes. I can feel it pop. Yep, that was all I needed. Just a little quick adjustment. I got 13 last time. We'll see what I can do here. Again, just like every other exercise, try to control it down, push it up. Control down, full range, push it up. 5. 10. Come on. You got one more, come on. Any of y'all ever have muscles that knot up? The things for me is like my forearms here when I do back days will knot up. Like yesterday was so annoying. I was trying to get a shower. I was having a hard time washing my hair because my forearms kept just tensing. Really uncomfortable. Alright, so we got one extra rep there. Gonna do a drop set here with 155 again, then drop it down to 115. My last time I got 13 and 7, so let's see if we can match that. Or do more, we'll see. One rep at a time. Don't speed through it just to hit a number. We want good reps. So we got 13 again. So we'll get 7 more. Oh, my hamstrings. Oh. It can be frustrating when, you're wanting to improve and you hit the same numbers. You're like, man, that's what I got last time. But you have to ask yourself the question, is it really what you got last time? And what I mean by that is I guess I got one more on the drop set portion of it. I'll write it down real quick. Let me know if that answers your questions, Newport, if you have anything else. It may look like I only got the same reps as last time, but I also did more reps at the beginning of the workout. I got 1, 2, at least 4 extra reps on all my leg presses I did. So you worked your legs harder in the beginning and then hit the same amount of reps on that. So your strength goes up overall because you hit more reps while still doing that. If I hit more reps and went down on that, then that wouldn't really be a good sign. So when it's your stuff later in the workout, I wouldn't expect that stuff to go up as much if you're hitting new numbers on the stuff at the beginning of the workout. If that makes sense. Oops. Put that wrong. All right. Let's keep this going. 3 more sets of calf raises along with some leg extensions. 320 again. Five. feeling really pumped right now. Go down to 300 for the last set. Oh, my legs. What we got? Hit your protein macros. Can you, what's your typical day like as far as what you're eating, your diet? Because I could, if you let me know what you're typically eating, I can give you a better, like if you're, you know, breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks or anything, I give you some ideas of substitutions versus something to add, along with how much you weigh. So while you're thinking of that and writing it down, I'm gonna get my leg extensions. So we got 160. See if I can get hit. I got 19 before. Something I like about this leg extension machine is it goes really far back, so it really stretches your quads. Oh my goodness. Five. 10. 15. 20. That's 160, 70, 85, 190. Oh. 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 See what you got. 160 pounds, 3 to 4 eggs, protein bar, chicken bowl and rice, chicken belly sometimes. I mean, it sounds like you got a lot of protein already, because 3 to 4 eggs, see 4 eggs, that's around 24 grams of protein. Protein bar, I'm gonna guess around 20, so that's 44. Chicken bowl and rice. Just one serving of chicken breast is usually around 30. So that'd be 74. Again, at dinner, be 104. 2 protein shakes, that's another 50 grams. I mean, you're sitting around 160, it sounds like, from what you're eating. I mean, really, I always say I shoot for 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. I'm 180. My minimum is like 100 a day, because you're gonna at least maintain what you have with 50% of your body weight. And those body weight numbers are typically based off your lean body mass too, but it's a lot easier for people to just say your body weight, because it's not gonna hurt you to have more protein. And most people aren't very good at judging their body fat or with math in general when it comes to that type of stuff. So shooting for your body weight's good. But like really 0.8 to 1 gram is plenty for building muscle, as long as you're eating enough calories. When you're dieting, like I try to always hit at least a gram per pound of body weight, just because I want to preserve as much muscle as possible. But I mean, it sounds like that's pretty clean. If you wanted, are you having problems with, like, you're not hungry getting in more volume of food? Because if you did like 2 eggs and then put like 4 servings of egg whites to go along with that, you'd up the protein by like an extra 15-20 grams right there. Snacks I eat a lot are like cottage cheese, fat-free cottage cheese, because there's a lot of protein. I mix it with some applesauce. Greek yogurts, always a good snack with like some fruit or granola. But it sounds like you're pretty close to 160 already with what you're eating. I would just keep doing what you're doing, as long as you're getting enough calories. Are you trying to gain weight or just kind of maintain and recomp, or what's your plan as far as that goes? While you're answering, I'm gonna see if I can get 13 reps with 300. I don't know about that, we'll see. 10. 13. One more. 14. I may have to start dropping it down to 5 sets total of those, because I'll see how my next set goes, but I almost feel like I'm starting to lose the pump in my calves. It might be too much, which would make sense for my cramping up, you know, maybe too much volume. Sometimes miss lunch, only have the protein bar. I mean, I would, if you're just trying to maintain weight and recomp some, I would just throw some extra protein bars in your bag, really, in case you do miss lunch, to have something, you know. I mean, you can go a long time, but you also want to have energy. I don't know if you're working out in the morning, before work, or after, but especially when you're working all day, then go to the gym, you don't want to be hungry because you're already kind of tired from working all day. So I would just keep some extra protein bars with you just in case, and go with that. What kind of work do you do? And what's your workout split like, as far as how many days a week you go? You do upper, lower, full bodies, push-pull legs? Let's see if we can get this done. 190. Excuse me. Sorry, folks. I'm a little bit lactose intolerant. I like Greek yogurt when I have it. Makes me happy a little bit. I like how far back this gets, stretching out the quads. 5. 10. Come on. All right, one more set of each. couple hot days here in February and people are doing yard work like it's summertime. Office job, workout at night. Yeah. You know, maybe try like doing an upper lower split, and you could still go 6 days a week, but you could do like lower body, upper body, because it's easy to superset chest and back. And then on that third day, do cardio for like an hour. I mean, that's what I do. I do push, pull, legs, or legs, push, pull, then I do cardio on the fourth day, and then do it again. So it's like an 8-day split total, I guess. Or you could even do legs, push, pull, then upper, lower, and do a cardio, or put a cardio in between or something, you know. Don't be afraid to switch it up some. Like, yeah, if you want to get all muscles as hard as you can, doing a 3-day split like that is good. But if it's wearing you out, you're not able to push as hard, then is it really, you know, optimal? So, just my thoughts. I have to switch stuff up all the time. Like, I go to work, like I fly for a living internationally, and I'm used to pretty much everywhere we go now and know what kind of gyms they have. And look at the schedule, I'll be like, I'll be here for a couple days, and I'll be there for like 12 hours, and then here for 30 hours. You're like, okay, they've got this gym, and I'll plan like, I'll do a full body workout this day. Oh, this place has a pool, I'll do some cardio while I'm there. Oh, I'll be here a couple days, I'll do upper, lower. I mean, I just switch stuff up and make it work, because it's not like you're not gonna make progress if you do something different. I try to be consistent as much as I can, but if I need to, it's better to just do something different and still push yourself than it is to just be like, oh, this isn't optimal, I'm just gonna do nothing. If that makes sense. All right, last one here. 12 and 11. Drop set of calf raises. Ten. It's 13. Ugh. One more, come on. Ow. Oh, my calves. I feel pretty pumped though. Got veins going all through them. It's kind of creepy. Glad to help, man. I hope I'm not distracting you from work. All right, I got 14 and 8 on this drop set last time, so we'll see. This final set, what happens. Drop it down to 125. You good? Five. $11. Five. Wow. And that is it. That is the completion of the leg day. So it's nothing cosmic, not a lot. Just, you know, tracking progress, pushing hard. Yeah, this stuff I was using for RitFit, this leg press machine, hack squat is really good. That leg extension leg curl machine is also really good. As you can see, like, I'm getting a full leg workout just using these two machines. You get a serious leg pump. Also harder than last time supplements, what I'm using. I take creatine every day. One scoop is about 5 grams. And this is my favorite pre-workout right now. This hardcore stem. And I add a little extra beta alanine to the mix. I could feel it during my working sets of that too. My face was getting tingly. Like those hard sets, I start feeling it in my head. That's what I use. I'll try to be back next time with a push workout, probably early next week. I have to look at the days, how it works out. Let's see. Legs, push, pull. Yeah, probably Monday or Tuesday. I'll have a push workout that I'll stream. So if you guys have questions about chest work, we can go over it then. Thanks for chatting. Appreciate it, guys. Hope y'all have a great day. Don't forget to hit the gym, and I'll see y'all soon.